Thank you. So if you have the ability to turn on your video, please do that. We would like to make a comment with your name and your face. And if you have questions, please hold to the end. We'll have time for Q&A. Awesome, and we would like you to fill out a survey also to tell us how we're doing and how we can enhance our sessions in the future. So, Ms. Valmonte, let me know when you're ready.
Yes, we're ready. And we are going to record this section.
Yes, please mute yourself. Thank you so much, everyone. Okay.
Let me share the screen. All right, can somebody give me a thumbs up if you see my screen? Wonderful. All right. Welcome and thank you all for joining. This would be that for 2025 application or information session. Okay. ELAC, Associate Degree in Nursing program, we pride ourselves to prepare the communities that they serve. So today we'll be hearing from me. My name is Ms. Jade Valmonte. I am the Nursing Program Director. Dr. Brenda Chan, our Assistant Director and Remediation Specialist. We might have Dr. Carolyn Du, who is the other Assistant Director, joining us today. And our counselors, we have today Miss Mallory Sue. And we also have the other two counselors that you would meet also, Miss Barbara Ezer and Miss Anna Olivares. Our nursing office staff, Miss Aurelie Vargas and Miss Stephanie Wang, you mostly would interact with them, answering emails and phone calls when you call our nursing office. All right, so your future awaits. These are some photos of our campus. A lot of the buildings in our campus have been updated. We have a lot of new buildings. Our nursing building is still, the old building, but we hopefully in 2 years will move to state-of-the-art building. A map of East Los Angeles College. And the city of Monterey Park is located 10 miles east of downtown LA, which has easy access to many landmarks, as you see here in this slide. So about us, East Los Angeles College Nursing Program is a welcoming and a diverse community of students, faculty, and staff who are shaping the future of healthcare. We have been educating nurses since 1945, and we do have commitment to student success, diversity, equity, and inclusion. Our motto is to enhance the society and people's lives. I'm sorry, I don't think I pressed record.
Recording in progress.
All right. Our NCLEX annual pass rate for the academic year 22 to 23, 85.7%. And we are proud to say that the academic year 2023 to 2024, we have a 100% pass rate. That means all of our graduates in that academic year who took the NCLEX first time passed 100%. Right now, the average salary for a registered nurse is about 92,000 to 138,000. And this data came from the County of Los Angeles RN1 position. The RN program at ELAC, our curriculum is approved by the California Board of Registered Nursing. It is a 2-year full-time program. We admit in the fall and spring, so we have fall and spring enrollment. Currently, our cohort size is 30 per semester, 60 per year. We offer associate science in nursing. We do have ADN BSN pathway. We are working with a lot of BSN colleges, schools, in creating that partnership for the ADN BSN. We offer many scholarship programs. Our dedicated nursing faculty consists of many alumni. So we have a lot of faculty that are ELAC nursing graduates, and they come back and teach for us. Our students come from diverse backgrounds, and over 50% of our graduates work in RN shortage areas. Our clinical partners, DHS facilities, LA General Medical Center is our main clinical site. We also have Augustus Hawkins, which is part of DHS, Monterey Park Hospital, Dignity Health, California Hospital. This is our model, the student success team. As you can see here, the student is at the center of everything that we do, and surrounding the students are the many support staff. Starting from our BRN, nursing education consultant, many other program consultants, our administration, directors and assistant directors, faculty, Scales Lab staff, the nursing counselors, the office staff. Okay, and this is what we call the student success team. Our student to faculty ratio, 10:1, maximum of 10 students to 1 faculty in the clinical setting, and that's mostly for the medical surgical non-specialty areas. For the specialty areas, it can go down to 8:1 to 5:1. Okay, we have experienced faculty and staff dedicated to student success. Overall, we have 20 plus full-time and part-time faculty. Most of them are still working. Most of our full-time faculty are still working professionals who bring the most current knowledge into their classrooms, skills lab, and clinicals. And you know, our part-time or adjunct faculty are obviously still working at the bedside. All right. So let's move on to eligibility requirements. To be eligible to the nursing program, you must fulfill the prerequisite requirements. That means no in progress. You must fulfill the GPA requirements. That means science GPA, anatomy, physiology, microbiome, greater than or equal to 2.5. And you may only repeat 1 class out of the 3. And you do not have a recency requirement. The overall GPA must be greater than or equal to 2.5. Admission decision is based on the multi-criteria points to fill a cohort size of 30. We do not keep a wait list, and applications are accepted twice a year. So if you applied this round, this session, and you do not get accepted, you're going to have to reapply again in the next admission cycle. We don't keep a wait list. All right, program requirements. You must have a U.S. high school diploma or equivalent, which is a GED or high school proficiency test. Completion of an AA or an AS or higher degree from a U.S. accredited college or university. We do not accept foreign high school diplomas. You must have a social security number or an individual tax identification number. If you're an international student with SSN or ITIN number, you're eligible to apply. You must be eligible to pass a live scan background check, and that is both from DOJ and FBI, and a drug screen. All right, for prerequisite requirements, I will pass it to Ms. Mallory.
Okay. Can everyone hear me well? Yes? Okay, thank you. All right, well, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. And okay, so let's talk about the prerequisites, okay? So basically for the classes, for prerequisites, there are 8 classes where you must have completed before you apply to the nursing program. That will be anatomy 1, physiology 1, microbiology 20, and they must be at least 4 units. And would you please make sure you mute your microphone, please? Okay. And then English 101, psychology 1, psychology 41. Psychology 41 is developmental psych or lifespan psychology. College chemistry could be chemistry 51, 65, 101. Any college chemistry will be okay with it. And then also a math course, preferably statistics, if not college algebra or higher, will be okay too. Okay, so these will be the 8 prerequisite courses that you must have completed, nothing in progress when you submit your application. Okay, next slide, please. All right, so let's see. So now there are some co-requisites as well. Co-requisites meaning that it's okay that at the time when you submit the application, you don't have these courses, it's okay. You can still submit the application. You can take them while you're in the nursing program. But if you have these courses, you get some extra points. Later on, Ms. Valmonte and Dr. Chen will go over it with you. And but these co-requisite courses are humanities course, one humanities course. That would be like something like music appreciation, art appreciation, art history, photography appreciation, foreign language. Those are considered humanities course, just one. You need intro to sociology, that would be sociology 1, communications 101, that would be public speaking. Okay. And American institutions, that could be a U.S. Please make sure you mute your microphone. Okay, thank you. All right, sorry about that. Then there's American institution, that would be U.S. history or political science. And an ethnic studies course, maybe this one it's kind of iffy, depends on each person's individual situation. And it's kind of complicated. Down the road, if you're accepting nursing program, we will help you to determine if you need this ethnic studies course or not. It kind of depends on when you started attending college, if you broke enrollment, if you already have a bachelor's degree or not. It's a little complicated, so I won't go into the details, but later on we'll help you to figure it out. But remember, you don't have to have all of these in order to apply to nursing, but you get a few extra points. Alrighty, next slide, please. All right, and in addition to your prerequisites and your co-requisites, those are GE requirements. You also, of course, need the TEAS score, and you'll be the TEAS 7. Okay, and the minimum will be 62% in each of the 4 subcategories. So, and we will take only your first passing score. So let's say you took TEAS the first time, TEAS 7 the first time, and you got a 70%, and also minimum 62% in each of the 4 subcategories. And then you decided to take it again after studying it for a few months and get 80%. unfortunately, we can only take your 70%. We will take your first passing score. But let's say if the first time you took it and then you get a, I don't know, 65%, but one of the areas you have 55%, it's under 62, then we don't consider that passing because not every category passed 62%. Then you can take the test over again, and then we'll take your first passing score, which means the total score, but every one of the 4 subcategories will have to be above 62. Okay? All right, next slide, please. Okay, but before we go into this, Ms. Valmonte, can we go back to the prerequisite slide? I forgot to go over something. Okay, this one. Okay, thank you. So one thing I want to emphasize is that for an anatomy, physio, and micro, the minimum score, minimum GPA would have to be 2.5 or higher, which means minimum 2 Bs and 1 C, or 1 A and 2 Cs, because that will be 2.5 or higher. Okay, and then like Ms. Valmonte mentioned earlier, only 1 repeat is allowed. So say if somebody took anatomy 1 the first time, failed the course, and took it again, get an A, we will count the A. And then, but if they take physiology 1 and fails the course, then we can accept the second repeat. So it's 1 repeat for all 3 classes, not for each. Okay, just wanted to make that clear. All right, and I think, and then the T's, do I give this back to you, Ms. Valmonte, with this slide?
Yes, thank you so much, Ms. Merrill. So this is the test page, the test score page that you would submit to us. So please only submit this page, okay, of your T7 report. Do not submit the additional pages of the report. Transcripts. Please scan and submit transcripts from all institutions you have attended, whether or not they are related to the program, prerequisite or co-requisites, and you would submit that with your application material. We want unofficial transcripts during the application period. Okay? Do not send your official transcripts until you have been accepted. Okay, once you receive that acceptance, you will be required to submit an official transcript. But for the application period, unofficial transcripts are accepted. Please highlight the following in yellow, all the prerequisites that have been discussed: anatomy, physiology, micro, English, Psych 1, Psych 41, college chemistry, and college algebra. And then also highlight co-requisites if you have them: American Institution, Communication, Humanities, and Sociology. And this is the cover sheet, the Fall 2025 application checklist. Please use this form as cover page for all your application documents. You will email all the application materials in one PDF file to the nursing office, nursingadmission@elac.edu. The subject line would be your last name, first name, underscore your birthday in month, date, year, underscore fall 2025. And the file name would be in the same format. At the end of this presentation, there will be a QR code or a form that you will fill out. And when you put in your email address, this will be sent to you. All other docs will be sent to you. All right, now we will proceed to the multi-criteria screening process for admission worksheet. So this is the worksheet that we use to rank applications. Okay, so the criteria on the left the points awarded on right in the middle, and then the supporting documentation or comments at the third column. The first criteria would be T's score. Again, it's T's version 7 with all 4 subcategories 62% or above. So the reading, math, science, English language, all must be 62% or above. If you score 62%, that would be 0 point. 62.1 to 70.9, 5 points. 71 to 77.9, 10 points. 78 to 84.9, 15 points. 85 to 100, 20 points. If a student does not meet the 62% benchmark on the proctored assessment individual score, the student may retake the test after remediation. Next criteria would be science GPA, anatomy, physiology, microbiome, lecture and lab. A GPA of 2.5 is 0, a GPA of 3, 5 points, a GPA of 3.5, 10 points, and a GPA of 4, 15 points. You do get you do get a point for each additional 0.1 GPA. So if you, for example, have a 3.2 GPA, that would be 5 plus 2 equals 7 points. The science GPA must be equal to or greater than 2.5. Cumulative GPA in all coursework, if your overall GPA is 2.5, 0 point. GPA of 3.0, 5. GPA of 3.5, 10 points. GPA of 4 is 15 points. The cumulative GPA must be equal to or greater than 2.5. And again, no more than 1 repeat of one of the science courses for an improved grade. W is not counted as an attempt. And you do get additional point for each additional 0.1 GPA. So the same example there. Next criteria would be completion of the core requisites. Okay. Completion of relevant coursework for East Los Angeles College Nursing Program. If you completed humanities, you get 1 point, sociology 1 point, communication 1 point, and American institutions 1 point. The maximum points awarded here would be 4. Okay. Academic degree, if you have an AA, if you have an associate's or a bachelor or higher from regionally accredited college, you would get 5 points. You must submit official transcripts from college or university with the degree posted. All transcripts from outside the United States must be evaluated by an LACCD approved for an evaluation service. Next criteria would be recent work or volunteer experience with direct human patient care within the past 5 years. And these are just examples. There might be other work experience or volunteer experiences that are not listed here. Okay, so LVN, CNA, paramedic, EMT, respiratory therapist with work experience greater or equal to 1,000 hours, you would get 3 points. If you're a medical assistant, school health aide, unlicensed personnel, hospital unit-based clerk or telemetry staff, physical therapy aide or medical scribe, with work experience greater than 1,000 hours, equal or greater to 1,000 hours, you would get 2 points. And then clinical care extender or other healthcare volunteer, greater or equal to 200 hours, 1 point. So for all areas, the applicant must have a verification form from current or former human resources or employer, and it must be on an organizational letterhead with original signature, and it must include the following: the applicant's name, start and end date, employee status, total number of hours, which is what we really look for, the total number of hours, it's important, and your job or your position title. Okay. You can also include examples of duties or attach job position description. If you are a licensed or certified healthcare worker, provide us with your license or certificate number, date of issue, and expiration date. Life experience or special circumstances, disabilities, 3 points, non-traditional fields, 3 points, first generation of family to attend college, 3 points, disadvantage, social educational environment, 3 points, low income, 3 points, refugee status, 3 points. The maximum score here that you can get would be 3, and you must provide us with a disability documentation or verified by a healthcare provider or college DSPS for the disabilities criteria. Proof of eligibility like BOG fee waiver, Cal Grant, Pell Grant, or other federal grant, CalWORKs, extended opportunity programs and services for the disadvantage criteria. A documentation or letter from the United States Citizens and Immigration Services for refugee status. Please do not submit IRS or 1040 tax return. If you are a first generation to attend college, you must provide us with an essay just explaining your situation. And if you are a male applicant, you automatically get 3 points for non-traditional fields. Lastly would be veteran status. Active former service, 5 points. Spouse of active or former military, 5 points. Please provide copy of Defense Department 4214 or a copy of official notice issued by the Department of Defense documenting active duty status of a spouse. So the total points for this multi-criteria screening process for admission worksheet would be 70. The 3 minimum requirements would be science GPA equal to or greater than 2.5, cumulative GPA equal to or greater than 2.5, and the ATIT's proctored assessment individual score equal or greater than 62% in all the 4 subcategories. So the admission committee members will comprehensively review all the documents and academic coursework to determine eligibility. The last page of that worksheet would be description of life experiences and special circumstances. Hey, you must add all the scores on the worksheet and write in the total score area. Okay, right here. Please do not submit tax return, social security number card image, medical ID, Medi-Cal ID card image, and pay stubs. And submit only 1 to 2 pages of proof if you are receiving financial aid. Okay, application deadlines. Our application window is between February 10 to March 7. See the online application link will go live on February 10 at 12:01 a.m. midnight.
Hello there.
The PDF packet must be emailed to the nursing admission at dlac.edu. And that link will close on March 7 at 11:59 p.m. So please do not wait until the last minute to submit your application. All right, may I pass this on to Dr. Chan?
Yes, thank you so much, Ms. Valente. So we are just absolutely thrilled that you're joining us today and that you're interested in our program. So the application procedure is a 2-step process. So like you have seen that form, the cover sheet, and the online application is the part 1. The link goes live on the 10th, which is next Monday. So don't scan the QR code right now. It's not going to work, okay? So when you see that, just be patient. We have to wait till the 10th for that to open up. And then all the questions are pretty much straightforward. So answer to the best of your knowledge, truthfully, and we will evaluate those information with your transcript as well. And then the part 2 is the supporting documents needs to go into one PDF with the subject line with your last name, first name, birthday, and fall 2025. And the file name it the same way you please, which is the last name, first name, birthday, and fall 2025. With all the applicants that we have, applications, we want to make sure we don't lose your application. So just be very, careful in naming. Let's say you are a twin sister or twin brothers and both of you are applying, then really have to be careful with your first name because you might have the same last name, same birthday. Okay, so I just want to emphasize that. With all the documents, the PDFs, do not attach them singly. We need them combined into one PDF so that we can process that information properly. Next slide, please. So this is the QR code. Like I said, you can screenshot it. You can take a picture right now, but if you do the QR code at this time, as of today, it's not going to work. It won't take you to the questions. So it'll open up on February 10th. Okay, next, please. So the questions are, like I said, straightforward. So it asks you some, about graphic data information, asks you about your previous course history. So answer them truthfully. And then with the TEAS test, how many attempts you have, and also each category breakdown. Next, please. There's a GPA calculator to help you with your GPA calculation. So we are requiring 2.5 in science classes and 2.5 for cumulative. So cumulative means all the college level coursework you have had. So a lot of times students ask, I have had a bachelor's degree already, a master's degree already, do I include them? Yes, we like to see all the previous transcript from all the colleges that you have attended from the US. Okay, next slide, please. So again, the last 2 questions here is a reminder that with the online application, you still have to do a PDF for us to receive your transcripts and other information. Next slide, please. And when you have finished everything, so double check, you can always go back. Now, the last step is very, very important. So you have to hit submit, okay? So if you don't hit submit, we're not able to receive your information. So just to really, allow yourself to look at the screen, put in the date, and hit submit, okay? All right. So let's, would you like me to continue, Ms. Valente, or you want to take over? Okay, so let's tell you a little bit about our program. Some of you might know this already, but it's good to have, share a discussion here with all of you here. So our ADN program is 4 semester. In the first semester, students are taking 3 classes. The pharmacology, there you see Nursing 275 is a 16 weeks. And Nursing 266 is 8 weeks, first 8 weeks, and Nursing 265 is the second 8 weeks. So when you are considering your work schedule and with the school, you will be, committed to school 3 days a week, on campus learning. For pharmacology right now is every Tuesday, and then the skills lab with the intro theory is on Tuesday, the skills lab is Thursday, Friday. And for fundamental, also there's a theory day, Tuesday, and then hospital clinical days is Thursday, Friday, okay? Second semester is 2 classes. So the students will be divided into 2 groups. The first group will go into medical surgical nursing, and then the other group will go into psychiatric nursing. So after 8 weeks, then the 2 groups will switch. So The second group will be taking the med surg, and then the other group will take psych. That way we can have adequate clinical placement for all the students. And it is intense, okay? So they're 8 weeks long. First semester, same kind of a format. Half of the cohort from the first semester will go into a med-surg nursing, and then the other half go into reproductive nursing, OB, and then they switch. For seniors, everyone will be in row transition for 16 weeks, and then pediatric nursing for 8 weeks and med-surg for 8 weeks. So when students say, oh, I'm going to learn everything in 8 weeks, yes, you are, but you're learning that at the ADN level, okay? Next slide, please. So if you are accepted, you have to plan to be available for June and July when we have orientation, and we'll announce the dates at a later time. So it needs to be in-person attendance. We'll do a welcome day because we know maybe you are, accepted by other schools, but we really want you to know what are the perks at ELAC. We want you to come to, start your RN journey with us. So what are the student services we provide? What are the scholarship programs we have? Uniforms. So we want your, attention in that. Once, the uniform vendor needs time to, make the uniform. So in June, you need to make a commitment and start the uniform purchase. The books and online resources, we'll discuss that. We'll talk about the ATI. And most important is a lot of scholarship information that we'll share with you. And then in the summer, you'll be, for students who are accepted, we'll be taking a nursing orientation class called Nursing 250. It's a 1-unit class. It will discuss onboarding requirements for clinical facility, how to do your health forms, study tips. We'll look at syllabus already. You know which book to read, what are the chapters to read to get ready, reading strategies, and also NCLEX RN and NGN test items. So NCLEX RN, you will hear this term a lot. That's the licensing exam for registered nurse. Okay, some of you maybe are LVN students, so in the past you have taken the NCLEX PN, but RN is for registered nurse. Okay, so from day one, you'll be introduced to what is NCLEX, what is this exam, and how our school can prepare you for that. Okay, next slide, please. Frequently asked questions. So students ask about what is the class schedule? How does that work? If I'm working, if I have small kids, or if you have other responsibilities. So nursing school is doable, but a lot of time management, a lot of time, commitment, prioritization. So the classes, the clinical, the theory classes, they do change from semester to semester. So your work has to be willing to be flexible with you. We have weekends like tutorial, additional hospital clinicals to help strengthen the skills, and also evening clinicals as well. Theory usually 1 day to 2 days. So all the higher level message are 2 days theory, 2 days clinical. So plan to, commit 4 days to schools. And then, of course, you need more time to do your homework and do your readings and just, be really involved and take active participation with the assignments. And then next slide, TEAS test. So a lot of times the students will ask us about TEAS test. So I want you to pay attention because this is it's very straightforward. It's easy to understand. So we need students to meet the minimum score, which is 62. Now, every program is different. We only require 62, but for each subcategory. So reading, math, science, and English. So if you have all, 62 above in each category, you're good, okay? let's say if, unfortunately, there's one category is below 62, so this example here, then you can retake your tests, and we don't really limit how many times you retake. But as long as you have met the 62% for each category, that will be your last attempt. Because if you keep going, which we can see all your attempts, you will not be able to earn more points. Okay? So again, when you have hit 62 in all 4 categories, save your money. Don't take any more because the further the future, even higher scores will not be considered. It's the first attempt or the attempt that allows you to obtain 62% or higher in each category is the attempt that you need to submit to us. Okay? All right. I hope I made it very clear. Okay, next. COVID vaccine, what's the latest? So the hospitals still require us to submit COVID vaccine forms to them. So yes, we do require our students to be vaccinated. What about any other vaccines? Definitely, there's a whole bunch. So we will, be collecting your, vaccination records, blood titers, and all that requirements to fulfill the clinical onboarding requirements. We can't answer any vaccine-related questions. You would have to talk to your own healthcare provider. Okay, next, please. Oh, can we go back to one? What if you are interested in applying, you are not vaccinated at this time, let's say for COVID per se? Yes, you can submit an application at this time. So to apply to us, you don't need to show proof. It's optional, but if we accept you and you choose to accept the admission offer, you would need to provide that, okay? All right, so next slide, please. Other FAQs, can I apply if I'm a minor? If you're just a couple months away from 18, yes, you can. If you're not going to be 18 for a while, then you would have to wait for the next application cycle. US high school transcript is required, or a GED, or any other higher US college degree, okay? First generation students, you can write a short statement, half a page, to explain your situation. Healthcare professionals, make sure you submit the employment verification hours with the positions and the period of employment, start date, end date, or if you're still currently employed, and also what is the amount of hours that's related to your position. So we're looking at 1,000 hours, considered part-time, full-time is 2,000 hours. And again, can't emphasize enough, you must submit all the papers in one PDF. Otherwise, it will be just rejected and you will have to apply again at the next cycle. Next slide, please. So what if you're not quite ready to apply? You're here just to learn about the program? Definitely. So spring 2026 application will start in August 2025. And always just, keep in touch with us, email us, or check out our website for the latest announcement, and also the dates will be possibly published in July for spring 2026, okay? And any questions, just stick to this nursing admission email. Please do not email individual faculty, do not email the director, assistant director without emailing the admission email first, okay? So we want to make sure the students' emails are, inquiries are going into the admission email. Next. Okay, so Ms. Belmonte, you want to take over or you want me to continue?
I continue.
Okay.
Thank you, Dr. Chen. All right, so we are giving free T-Code for ELAC pre-nursing students. You must meet the following criteria. Okay, you have a valid ELAC student ID, you have a valid California ID or driver's license, your age is greater than 18. You took anatomy, physiology, microbiome at ELAC. Your anatomy, physiology, microbiome total GPA is 2.5 or greater, and your cumulative GPA is 2.5 or greater. We are only limiting it to the first 50 qualified candidates. If you meet the criteria, email us at nursingadmission@elac.edu to request the TEAS code application link. Okay. Some additional perks at ELAC, we have academic Senate scholarship, ATI fee assistance. ATI is a platform that we use for NCLEX preparation. So we pay for the second year fees for our students. We give out book vouchers and gas cards for students with demonstrated financial needs. We have ELAC Foundation Scholarship Programs, LACCD Foundation Scholarship Programs, basically Needs Center enrollment days and giveaways. We are partnered with UCLA, with the ELAC UCLA STEM program. There's free one-to-one mental health counseling for up to 6 sessions, and our student health center provides services for our students. So connect with us. We have a Facebook page, ELAC Nursing. We have an Instagram page, ELAC_nursing, and of course our email address, nursing admission media sites. Our social media accounts are for information only. So don't email or contact or message us there. You'll not get a reply. Email us at nursingadmission@elac.edu. So now, take a few moments, a screenshot or print screen or use this QR code to complete today's information session attendance and evaluation form. You will provide us your email address, and that way we could email you the forms, multi-criteria screening form, the checklist, the cover page checklist, and a copy of the site.
And Ms. Valmonte, after they have a chance to get the
Give you about 4
I
minutes.
would like to add a couple points. Okay, so I just want you guys to know too that there are many opportunities for you once you're in our nursing program to start early with the universities for their BSN programs. And I think Ms. Valmonte, Dr. Chen briefly mentioned this before. So while you're attending ELAC's nursing program, you can start attending the BSN courses at the university, such as Fullerton or Cal State Dominguez Hills, etc. They have like Jumpstart program, and typically what it does is that if you do well, then you attend the summers while you're here at ELAC. During summers, you attend the coursework at the universities, and then after you graduate from ELAC and you get your RN, pass your NCLEX, then you just go to the university for maybe 1 year and then you get your BSN. So you can get a head start by while you're here at ELAC. So I think some of you may be interested in that, okay? Secondly, is that later on, if you have any, well, later on meaning not tonight, but tomorrow or later on, if you need to speak with a counselor, what you can do is you can just call counseling department, just go to ELAC counseling website, call counseling department directly, and then ask when a nursing counselor will be on walk-in service. And then they will let you know what time, and then you can call during that time. Then they'll put you on a queue, and the nursing counselor will call you right back. Okay, but we're not going to do a full evaluation if you have coursework from another university. But we can briefly give you a pretty good idea as to if you have likely met the requirement or not, or answer some quick questions for you so you can speak to a nursing counselor. Alrighty? So just want to let you know that we are available to you. Thank you, Ms. Belmonte.
Thank you, Ms. Sue, for that information. So we are going to breakout room, and we would allot 20 minutes for questions.
Hi, welcome to breakout room 1. I'm Dr. Brenda Chan. I can take your question if you raise your hand, and I'll call your name. And if you have video capacity, please do turn it on so I can connect you with your face. All right, let's go to Jenna Cervantes.
Oh, hi. I have a question regarding the repeats in science. Does chem count as a science?
Chemistry?
Mm-hmm.
Chemistry is a science course, but for the GPA calculation per se, no, it's not. We are looking at anatomy, physiology, and micro.
Okay, so say I retook anatomy, or say I retook physio and microbiome, you would only count one of the repeats, correct?
We only allow one repeats, yes.
So would I still be able to apply even though I repeated 2? Could you just use my original score for one of them?
Let's say, those 3, if you had to repeat 1 time or 2 times, you won't be eligible. Unless you're already a passing, you just want a better grade, then we can take the better grade, but they have to be, just let's say 2 successful grade, 1 unsuccessful that repeat, but if there's 2 unsuccessful grades, then it will not be eligible.
Okay, say I retook physio and I got an A in it, and then a B in anatomy, and then a C in microbiome before I retook it. Could you just take my C in microbiome instead of the new grade in it? So you're only taking 1 repeat instead of 2?
No, we allow 1 repeat for better grade. We always will take the better grade.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, also one more question. You guys
Let's go to
Pilates.
someone else first, then Jenna, and then we'll come back
Thank
to you. We'll do 1 question at a time. That way we respect other people's time. Shannon, please.
Hi, thank you. My only question is in regards to transcripts. I sent transcripts from El Camino to Harbor. Are you guys able to view my Harbor transcripts and my El Camino transcripts that I sent to Harbor, or do I need to resend my El Camino transcripts to you?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. To be on the safe side, you would send the El Camino transcripts to us directly.
Okay.
But we can see if you have taken classes with all the 9 LACCD programs, we can see those courses. So you don't have to send in Harbor transcript.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay, welcome. Let's go to Robert.
Hey, quick question. Like your free cheat code for the ELAC pre-nursing, I took the chemistry at ELAC this quarter, but since the LACC is closer to me, I'm still taking like a anatomy and microbiology and LACC. Would that be fine since it's taking the same branch?
So LACC is LACCD, but for the TEAS codes we are giving to our ELAC students. So if you've taken those classes with LHCC, you will not be eligible.
So it has to be ELAC.
Yes,
Okay, so
homeschool.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, let's go to Jasmine.
I have a question. Does ELAC offer a bridge program for LVNs?
Not in, let's say, spring, but in fall, we're looking into that. So just, email us and stay tuned.
So do you recommend I still apply? Because you're saying email us and stay tuned for the bridge program?
Definitely apply, but right now the policy is LVN students do start at first semester. So, just depends on.
LVN students are licensed nurses.
I'm sorry?
Are you talking about a licensed nurse or an LVN transfer student? Because I have my license.
Yeah, no, we understand. I'm talking about LVNs who have licensed already. They will still start in the first semester.
Okay, but
So
you
if you're
guys are
looking to-
considering launching a bridge program in the fall?
Just check back with us. I'm not sure if fall will have the program ready to launch, but we'll have more information by then.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, let's go to Audrey.
Hello, I just wanted to clarify, you want unofficial transcripts will be attached to the application. Is that right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay, so then, my audio cut out at the very end, and I saw it talking about a QR code, about the attendance for the information session. I just want to make sure, am I okay, or do I need to click on a link because my audio totally cut out?
Oh, you'll be fine. Don't worry. Let me put it on for you right now. So that's just to collect information about feedbacks, how we doing. We love your, comments, and also if you'd like to, receive additional information, give us your email. So let me know if you can see the QR code right now.
Okay, yes, wonderful. I'll take a screenshot and I'll go into it later.
I recommend you do it right now so you don't forget. With so many things on everybody's plate, you might
Okay, I'll
just
press it right now.
pull out your phone and do it. Yeah, I'll leave it on.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, Audrey, thank you. Let's go to Michelle.
Oh, hi, Brenda. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Actually, I have a question about the general education GPA, because let's say if I have complete my general educations in different colleges, how can I calculate about my GPA? Take the average, or?
You do your best, and then we will verify them. Once we receive your transcript in the PDF, we have a formula Excel sheets that we calculated all the students' GPAs.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Okay, let's go to Henry.
Well, yeah, I was wondering if for the T's, do you guys want our T scores upon applying, or do we is there like a cutoff date after the application for us to submit the test scores?
Yeah, Henry, so if you remember what we said with the presentation, you need to have the T-scores ready because we want to see that one-page TS report attached with your application. So if you haven't taken the TS, you won't be eligible to apply.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. All right, Alana?
Hi, so I did take the TEAS for the first time, with the cumulative score of 70, but my English language category, I scored below the 62%. Can I still apply, and, how should I go about doing the retake if I have to retake it?
So you are not eligible to apply because you're not meeting the 62% benchmark. So if you're homeschool ELAC students, then come, email us, get a free TEAS code that will save you $220. Otherwise, you would, figure out your finances, see if you can get the test, scheduled, and then remember, application closes March 7th. So as long as you've taken the test before March 7th and reached 62%, you'll be eligible to apply for this round. Otherwise, you will have to wait for the next round.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, let's go to Adelina.
Hi,
Hi.
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
I just had a quick question. So once we apply, so if the applications open February 10th and they close March 10th, right?
No, March 7th.
Okay, sounds good. So after March 7th, do you know how long it would take for us to know the decision, or?
It takes about 4 to 6 weeks, depends on how many applicants we receive.
Okay, sounds good. And then would we get a response regardless if it was yes or no? Or just if it was?
Usually, the one not accepted, there is no response because we have too many applications. So we only notify the students that we accept.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's go to Destiny.
Hello.
Hi.
So when I received my student educational plan about a year and a half ago, they didn't put that I needed sociology or humanities onto like my prerequisite paper, but now I'm seeing that you guys need it. Would I still need to take those even though it's not on my student educational plan?
So those are not prereqs, those are graduation requirements. If you have a higher degree already, you would not need that. So make an appointment with our nursing counselors, they can guide you through it.
Got it.
Great. All right, let's go to
Sorry, I have one more question.
Then can you put your hand up again? We'll come back to you. We'll go to another student first.
Okay.
Thank you. Let's go to Veronica.
Sorry, I just want to get clarification. So you said on the fall you will accept the LB Enrich program, right?
No. I'm saying in the fall, check back with us if you're interested in the bridge program.
But you guys do offer the bridge program, right?
We don't offer it at this time. So that's why I want you to check back with us to see where we are with the bridge by fall. Okay?
Thank you.
Yeah, so right now, any LVN students, licensed or not licensed, you'll be starting, if accepted, you'll be starting in the first semester. Okay. Let's go to Bethany.
Hi. I just had a question because at the community college I'm going to, they offer like a combo of like anatomy and physio. So you take like anatomy and physio 1 and then anatomy and physio 2. Is that like, do you guys like take that, or would I have to like talk to a counselor to like double check?
Have you taken any anatomy physio already?
Yeah, so I took both part 1 and part 2. Like I had the 3 prerequisites, but it's just that they were like combined instead of just taking like anatomy on its own and physiology on its own. It's like combined anatomy and physio 1 and combined anatomy and physio 2.
How many units for each class?
I believe they were both 4 units each.
And they have a lab units, like a 3 for lecture, 1 for lab? Do they do that kind of a distinction?
I believe so. I'm not completely sure on that, but it was like a combo lecture lab. Like it was like,
yeah. I mean, combo is not a problem because let's say bioautonomy is an 8-unit class. It's anatomy, physio combined. You see, so it's
okay. So it's like the same thing, kind of.
Yeah, but talk to a counselor, okay?
Okay.
Be really sure, okay?
Okay.
They know about the other colleges classes.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Let's go to Kaylin.
Hi, I was trying to see if you guys accept courses from study.com, like sciences.
I am not sure. I've not heard about it. So are they accredited?
Yes, and when I searched the web, it says, that you guys accepted, but I wanted to be sure if you accepted it or not
Yeah.
before taking
maybe
any
talk-
additional courses through there.
Not to my knowledge, but talk to a nursing counselor like Miss Sue or Miss East or Miss Anna Olivares. They will be able to answer that better.
Okay, and you said if you have a BS, like a bachelor's, you don't have to take the core requisites?
No. When you have a bachelor's degree already, your degree requirement might be different. You don't
Oh.
need the ethnic studies class. The
Okay.
other tracks like anatomy, physio, micro, those still holds. We
Mhm. Okay, sounds good, thank you.
got it. Okay, thank you. Going back to what's next, Jasmine?
Okay, I just have a clarifying question about the T's. So am I submitting the unofficial transcript with the application and then having the official go to the school?
Correct.
Okay, that's what I was double checking. Okay, thank
Okay.
you.
Yep, thank you. Okay, let's go to Ilana.
Hi, I just have a question. So I took the third requirement for science classes, but I got 2 C's and a B. Does that mean I don't meet the requirement for the 2.5 GPA?
Okay, are they all 4 units?
Yes.
So let me do my math real quick. C is 2. So 4 times 2 times 2, that's 16. And a B is a 3. 4 times 3 is a 12. Plus, so that's 28. Divide by how many units? 12 units. So that's how you do the calculation. So let's see. So 28 divided by 12. Yeah, and for the 28, that's 2.333. So that's not quite enough. So in this case, you can repeat a class. Remember, we allow 1 repeat.
Yes, but I had already repeated 1 class.
Then unfortunately, yes, we won't be able to help you out.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, let's go to Destiny.
Hello, I just had another quick question in regards to like the scheduling. I know you guys mentioned a little bit earlier too, but I wanted to see like, just to get like an idea in reference to how, you guys say that some people have like jobs or children, like what are the scheduling hours or the program hours throughout the day?
Okay, like I said, first semester, you'll be on campus 3 days a week. So Tuesday will be starting at 7 a.m. to you finish maybe about 1:30 on Tuesday.